Getting rich is not about working harder than everybody else. It's not about having the highest paying job. Getting rich is about building and owning things that work for you so you don't have to work hard. This is because wealth is created by owning assets that scale beyond your proportional time input and reliably capture economic value. Here are some examples to sort of demonstrate this. Craig wakes up early and heads into work. He trades his time for money. It's stable, reliable, and predictable. The moment his shift starts, he starts getting paid, and the moment it stops, he's free. But that's it. There's no system that generates income when he's literally asleep. There's no value accumulation in the background. The amount of money he earns is directly proportional to the amount of time he spends at work, doing work. And there is literally a limit to how much you can work. Bernice builds a business. She is excellent. She's skilled and in demand and always moving. But every dollar is tied to her output. More clients means more work for her. More work means more time. If she steps away, nothing happens. She hasn't built something that works when she's not there. She has to physically be present for money to come in. At this point, Bernice owns a job. The only way to scale her business at this point is to hire employees or build systems that reduce her personal involvement. Billy sits down, builds a piece of software, and releases it to the public. One person uses it, then 10, then thousands of people use it. With each new user, Billy literally does nothing, but he gets paid the same. He simply owns the machine that produces value at scale. Francine takes a different path. She buys pieces of machines that already exist, like factories, software companies, businesses that generate value every day in the form of stocks and legal ownership. She now owns a piece of the company and thus a share of the output. She doesn't show up to operate the companies. She doesn't manage the day-to-day. She just provides the capital. And in return, when those systems grow stronger because of her capital, when they grow more efficient, more profitable, her ownership pays out. Her income is not tied to what she does, it's tied to what she owns. The takeaway from this is to build and own assets that, one, scale without proportional time input and continued personal involvement, and two, structured so that the economic value is actually captured. Put simply, if you want wealth, you're not going to earn it by working a job. Wealth comes from building or purchasing things that produce value while you sleep. There are two practical steps forward. First, take about 10 to 15% of your income and convert it into ownership. Consider purchasing into systems that already produce value, like a broad market index fund, for example. The second, start building something that produces value. Take something you're already interested in and ask yourself, what kind of real value could I provide to others? Then try and package it and release it. It doesn't have to be perfect right away. In fact, it's probably going to be really, really bad. But that's the point, because then you have something. You have something that you can improve on and iterate on and make better. And if you keep iterating, you keep improving, it starts to become something that is actually valuable. And one day you're going to wake up and realize like, oh my gosh, I just made money while I was in bed last night. That's what I'm doing. I'm building assets, I'm testing ideas, I'm seeing what is actually providing value in the real world. Most of what I make is not going to be successful, but some of it will. And over time, my system will compound. So if you want to see that process happen in real time and maybe grow alongside me, consider subscribing.